Well, the Yankees and the Red Sox generally always a lead, but especially when Curt Schilling is a featured item, Michelle.
Or more to the point, when Schilling's ankle is the featured item, as it was on Wednesday night. Schilling coming back from ankle surgery, making his season debut. Flashback to the ALCS Game 6. Schilling in that bloody sock, his ankle all but held together with Velcro. Pitched 7 strong, giving up just 4 hits, 1 earned run. Taking on the arch rival for the first time since. First batter of the game, Tommy Womack. He gets him with the fastball inside. Next up is Derek Jeter. Gets him looking on the inside fastball.
Jeter thought it was ball 4.
Top of the second. Schilling working on A-Rod. And he gets him swinging with the pitch away. Bottom 3, 1-0 Red Sox, and the bases are loaded for Edgar Renteria working on Jarrett Wright. Watch Jeter. Charges the slow roller and makes the tough play just in time to end the inning. Gets him out of the jam. We go to the 6th inning. Now, Schilling had thrown 94 pitches entering the 6th. Game tied at 2. Schilling working on Jorge Posada. And Posada, timing's everything, rips a single right into the corner and right. And that begins the downfall for Schilling. Next batter, Jason Giambi. The 2-run shot, his 2nd home run of the season. It's a 4-2 Yankees lead. Same inning, 2 out, Bernie Williams. He goes solo, and it's 5-2 Yankees, and that was really the end for Schilling. As you'll see, Schilling misses his spots to Posada, to Giambi, and then to Williams. Schilling's night is over after that. 5 2/3 innings pitched. He gives up 9 hits, 5 earned runs, 5 Ks. Bottom of the 9th, 5-2 Yankees. Here's Mariano Rivera. Yeah, those Red Sox fans remember Rivera's 2 blown saves in the ALCS. He's been having issues with the Sox, but know what? Not Wednesday night. Working on Manny Ramirez with 2 outs. Ramirez grounds to second to end the game. For more on Schilling's debut, here's Janine Edwards with more from Boston. Time Cy Young winner, but he's never won in Shea Stadium. 0-3 with a 7.64 ERA. First inning, Clemens working on his old pal, Mike Piazza. He gets Piazza to ground out to short. Clemens, I'll tell you, was on his game. He struck out 9 in 7 innings, giving up just 2 hits, 9 Ks, 94 pitches thrown. He would get the no decision, though. It would be no score going into the 11th. Bottom 11th, runner on second, Jose Reyes working on Dan Wheeler. Reyes hits the seeing eye single up the middle, gets by the infield, and Victor Diaz is going to score the winning run from second. The Mets have a 3-game win streak after starting 0-5 in this young season. Reds Cards pitcher Mark Mulder making his home debut. Mulder winless in his last 8 starts. Top of the 5th, Reds with a 3-1 lead, 2 on, 2 out for Austin Kearns, and everybody's coming home on that one. Mulder works just 5 innings, gives up 11 hits and 6 earned runs. He has an ERA over 8 in 2 starts. Top of the 9th, D'Angelo Jimenez is going to hit the routine grounder to short. David Eckstein tosses the ball to Abraham Nunez, who bobbles it and is just leveled by Ryan Friel. Tony La Russa knows something is wrong, comes out to take a look. Nunez down for several minutes. Take another look. He would leave without assistance. He will undergo a bone scan of his ribs on Thursday. Bottom 9, Cards down 2 runs, 2 on for David Eckstein. He works that one to deep left, and it appears that both runners are going to score, but the umpire is going to call one of those runs back. La Russa's going to come out to find out why, and here's why. After the ball hits the ground, it's going to hit the beam behind the wall, go over it, and that's a ground rule double. Adam Dunn knows what it is. He points it out. 1 run scores. Runners on second and third. Cards down 1. Albert Pujols in the on-deck circle. Next batter is Larry Walker. And Danny Graves is going to intentionally walk Walker to get to Pujols. Bases loaded. 1 out for Pujols. Drama. He hits a sharp grounder to third. Joe Randa makes a great grab for the 5-3 double play. Pujols a career 6 for 21 against Graves, who grabs his 2nd save of the season.
And at Dolphin Stadium, the Marlins hosting the Phils in the rubber game of 3. Dontrelle Willis and the Marlins pitching staff allowing only 13 earned runs the first 8 games. And here's why. Efficiency, top of the 5th. First pitch, foul strike to Jim Thome. Second pitch, foul strike, and then he gets him swinging. Next batter, Jason Michaels. Willis gets Michaels to ground out to short on 1 pitch. 2 outs on 4 pitches. And then the next batter, David Bell. First pitch strike, second pitch ball, third pitch, the grounder, comebacker to Willis. 3 outs on 7 pitches. 6th inning. The pitch counter starting again with Willis facing Mike Lieberthal. Called strike, second pitch ball, then the third pitch, the ground out to first. So 1 out, 3 pitches. Next batter, Jose Offerman. First pitch, ball, second pitch, the fly out to left. 2 outs on just 5 offerings. Next batter, Jimmy Rollins. First pitch, strike, second pitch, ball, and the third pitch, the ground out to second. So 3 outs on just 8 pitches. Finally, top of the ninth, it's 4-0. Burrell flying out to Juan Pierre in center, so Willis, the complete game 3-hitter, 7 strikeouts along the way.
After their meltdown in Los Angeles Tuesday, the Giants back at Dodger Stadium. Barry Bonzo still on the DL. For more on Wednesday, bottom 3, Dodgers up 1-0. Brett Tomko working on Jeff Kent, and Kent's going to work that one out for a 2-run shot, his second home run of the year. Dodgers are up 3-0. Bottom 4, same score. Jason Ellison playing right field. Ricky Leday is going to double to right. Ellison dives, but he can't field the ball cleanly. No error, those charged on the play. And we're going to do a little something here. We're going to flash back to Tuesday's game. The Giants were up 8-6 in the bottom of the ninth. Milton Bradley singles to left. Ellison misplays the ball. 3 runs are going to score. So now what we're going to do is we're going to advance to Wednesday, and it's the next batter. Paul Bacco doubles to right. Ellison, can't field it again. Leday's going to score easily. His 3rd major league start, Ellison. It's an LA 4-0 lead. Top of the 5th, Odalis Perez gets Marquise Grissom to fly to right center, but watch J.D. Drew. With the great diving catch, Perez held the Giants to just 1 run on 4 hits.
Michael Young standing in and driving one deep to center field. Steve Finley ranging back but cannot make the catch at the wall. It turns into a 3-run triple, and Texas goes up 4-1 for the home folks. From bottom 5 to top 6, 5-1 Rangers. Chan Ho Park having a nice outing on the hill. Gets Jeff Devan in a ground out to first. Mark Teixeira with a nice stop. Park leaves after going 6 2/3, 6 strikeouts and 5 hits, as the Angels go on to bow by a final count of 7-5.
Tigers and Twins before the game. Johan Santana collecting the Warren Spahn Award given to the best left-handed pitcher. And then Jason Johnson showing that he's not exactly a candidate for any pitching awards. First inning, Torrey Hunter with a single up the middle. Joe Mauer and Terry Tiffey are going to come in to score. Twins take a 3-1 lead, and it gets worse. Next batter, Jacques Jones with the 2-run shot to the upper deck. Jason Johnson gets absolutely rocked, gives up 5 earned runs in a third of an inning. He's lost 5 of his last 6 starts.
And in the first, scoreless game, and Pryor rings up Brian Giles. We'll have more on Pryor in just a moment. Now we'll head to the bottom half of the verse. 2-1 for Derek Lee in a scoreless game. Well, it was scoreless. Lee blasting a 3-run drive deep to left center field, and the Cubs up 3-0. And that was all Pryor would need. He was really in a groove. Top 2, it's 3-0, and he strikes out Miguel Ojeda looking. The fans more than pleased. Now they're up 7-0, facing Giles again, and again, Giles goes away. Still the top of the 4th, Pryor facing Xavier Nady and gets him to swing right through the fastball. Pryor on full cruise control. He gets Ojeda looking, and then Phil Nevin. Larry Boa, what about Pryor?
Well, the Cubs got a big lift today. Mark Pryor went out there and threw very free and easy, exploding with his fastball, both halves of the plate, a good breaking ball, and that's what the Cubs needed. Kerry Wood pitched a bad game the first game, and they need Mark Pryor to be healthy, and it looks like he's 100% after today's game.
Yeah, he was very efficient out there. 92 pitches, 6 strikeouts, and picking up the win. However, as Larry Bowen mentioned, Kerry Wood struggling in the first game of the doubleheader. Top of the first, scoreless game. Jeff Blum leading off big time. The leadoff home run, he had a couple of RBIs in the game, but Wood in immediate trouble. The very next batter, Mark Loretta facing Wood. Loretta gets dosed and is sent to first base. Still the top of the first, Ramon Hernandez facing Wood. He singles to right field. Brian Giles scores, so a tough first inning for the Cubs as Woods gives up 4 runs. How about Brian Giles? 4 of his 5 career hits versus Kerry Wood have left the ballpark, and in the top of the second, 4-0, gets him again. His 3rd home run of the year. Kerry may want to pitch around this guy in the future. Bottom of the 7th, top play nominee for you. 7-2 Padres, Michael Barrett facing Jake Peavy. And look at Adam Haizu with the great catch out there, and then having the presence of mind to double off Derek Lee at second base. An outstanding piece of work out in left field. Now keep an eye on this Cubs fan. Whoops-a-daisy. falls over trying to grab the foul ball. A tough first game for both the Cubs and their fans. He's in Atlanta. Robinson saying, quote, if we go out there and win a ball game Wednesday and go home over 500, that's a darn good road trip to start the season. That is our goal. Is it realized? Well, we'll see. Top of the first inning, John Thompson standing in and facing Nick Johnson with a full count.
There they go, the 3-2.
It's called a ball low and away by home plate umpire Randy Marsh. Johnson walks, loading the bases, and Bobby Cox wasn't happy. Next batter, Ryan Church, singles up the middle. Carroll in, Vidro in, Nationals up 2-0 early. Wait a second, in between innings, Thompson shows his displeasure about the call. So does Cox. And Cox is wound up getting launched. Toss after 1/2 inning, but not leaving before he gets his money's worth, of course. Top of the 7th inning, Jose Guillen facing Adam Bonero. Nationals up 4-3. The big bang to left. Guillen's first of 2 home runs, number 4 in the season. Washington wins 11-4.
Guillen has his 4th homer of the young season.
Mariners and Royals, bottom 4. Ruben Gotay at the plate, working on Aaron Seeley. Gotay's going to pop to center. The Wynn's going to play with it for a little bit. Randy Wynn, though, eventually is going to slide in and take that one. Top play nominee right there. Top of the 7th, Miguel Olivo at the plate. Singles in a run, and it's 2-0 M's. Top of the 8th, Ichiro has hit safely in 20 games. Grounds to second, and he goes 0 for 4. That snaps a 20-game hit streak dating back, obviously, to last season. Bottom 9, just a 1-run game. Eddie Guardado working on Angel Baroa and gets him. Guardado, his 2nd save of the year. Mike Hargrove gets his 1,000th career win.
Well, Colorado's rocky start continued Wednesday. Snake bitten by the Diamondbacks. Byung-Hyun Kim in a world of trouble in the 7th. Facing Troy Gloss, tie game, 2 out, and Craig Counsell swipes third base standing up. The same at bat, Kim, wild. Counsell scores, and the Diamondbacks take the lead just like that, 2-1. Watch the pitch again. Right off catcher Todd Green's mitt and hits the umpire, Kerwin Danley. In fact, Danley so shaken up he'd have to leave the ball game. Runner on second, Troy Gloss still facing Kim, and Gloss, the drive to center. Gets over Corey Sullivan's head. Gonzalez scores, and it's 3-1 Arizona. Still the bottom of the 7th, Kim facing Tony Clark, first and second. Clark the drive to right center for the double. Both runners score. Diamondbacks go on to win it by a final count of 5-2, so the Rockies have now lost 7 straight, while Arizona has reeled off 4.
Which segues nicely into SportsCenter's top plays of the night. Number 10, you know, it's spring when the cherry blossoms are out, and I gotta wonder, did the Patriots go out and enjoy them and walk around?
Yeah.
What would you say? They are absolutely exploding?
They're just in full blossom.
Full bloom.
Number 9, J.D. Drew of the Dodgers, and watch him rob Marquise Grissom of a hit, full extension, full effort, nice play. I'd say a top play.
Number 8, Star Wars fans line up in front of Mann's Chinese Theater for the next Star Wars film. There's only one problem. It's not out until May 19th, and it's not scheduled to open there. What is this, like the 93rd installment of Star Wars?
I think so. You need to check their calendar. Number 7, Sammy Sosa, doing some defensive work in the outfield. Line drive to right, and he doubles off Carl Crawford at first base, and Carl can run. It's a busted hit and run situation. Sammy still got a big old arm.
Number 6, with time running down, the Celtics' Paul Pierce hits the jumper to give the Celtics the win over the Bucks. Now, we're not just showing you this because they won. That's not the top play. The top play is that the Celtics clinch a playoff spot with the win.
Number 5, David DeLucci hitting, Kevin Gregg pitching. We're listening.
Ground ball hit the backside of Kevin Gregg.
That's one way to block it. You can't catch it in your glove, do the next best thing. Stick your bottom out.
Very cheeky of you.
Number 4, ever play horse front?
Sure.
Or watch J.R. Smith's awkward shooting technique. I say that's what, H-O-R-S-E right there?
Yeah, just quit. Just
Give
walk
it all to him. Hey, whatever works to get it to drop.
You couldn't do that again in a million years. Number 3, seems like every night we see this, though. Josh Smith with another alley-oop dunk. Reigning slam dunk champion. Hawks, not so good, but this guy's always a show.
Making Dominique so proud.
Yep.
Number 2, some Seattle area college students took a ladies' garden gnome from her front yard and traveled around the world with it, from the streets of San Francisco to Vegas to appearing in People magazine with Paris Hilton. The owner, though, has a request for the pranksters.
Well, next time you go on spring break, would you take my husband and I instead of our gnome?
No. Number 1, Larry Hughes with a half-court shot at the halftime buzzer. And no, he does not get the $10,000. You know, they often give away prize. No, you just get number 1.